Guild Wars 2 offers a lot of great endgame content. However, the very best, in my opinion, is the PvP. Player versus player in this game is not only great fun, but can give you some sweet rewards, like materials, achievements, even legendaries. This guide is going to show you how to get started. The first requirement to play PvP in Guild Wars 2 is being level 2, and no, that's not a joke. When you create a character and hit level 2, ArenaNet says that you are ready to fight and die. To enter the main PvP hub, you must click this icon here that runs across your top bar. Here you will see a number of different tabs and buttons, but for simplicity's sake, we are only going to focus on the first one that says Enter PvP Lobby. Click it and you enter the Heart of the Mists. This huge map has everything that a main city hub has, save for maybe like a Mystic Forge, but let's just focus on getting you ready for your PvP fight. Just north of you is the Marketplace, which is your bank, your Laurel Merchant, your Blackline Trading Post, some PvP vendors, but most importantly is the Weaponsmith, but I'll cover why he's important later. You will also see that all of your skills and traits are unlocked. One of the best things about Guild Wars 2 PvP is that it is on a normalized playing field. Any match you enter will treat you as if you have unlocked every skill, trait, or even elite specialization if you have them. But wait, Caffeinated, I don't have any gear. How can I PvP? Go to your hero panel or pressing H, you will see the equipment tab. Select this and then you will see this button here next to your headpiece slot. This will show you your PvP equipment. In Guild Wars 2 PvP, your stats are normalized to only just the amulets, runes, and sigils. You can literally have only basic cloth armor and summon fiery greatswords like the rest of us. Now let's talk about your builds. There are literally hundreds of different builds that you can choose, and they all play significantly different. In the interest of not wasting your time, I recommend researching a build or playstyle for your class that you may enjoy. I have included a link of some more basic builds in the description below. So after your research, you say, you know what, I want to play Double Dagger Elementalist, as that seems fun. So let's go and see our Weaponsmith buddy. In Guild Wars 2, when you change weapons, you change your active abilities, and seeing as you are only level 2, you may need to pick a different weapon to get the correct set. We already have one dagger, so let's go ahead and pick up another. Once equipped, you have all 5 of your weapon skills. Then from here, we need you to pick your Traitlines and utility skills. I recommend taking your time and reviewing each trait ability and making skill choices that make sense for that build. For example, running the Earth trait line and the Written in Stone Grandmaster trait makes Signet skills much more effective. So with that, our utility skills should include some Signets. Or running the Water trait line, as the Soothing Disruption trait has a reduction to cantrip cooldowns, making them available more often. Whichever build you go, I recommend building them and then testing them, but before we test them, we need to set up our stats. Choosing the amulet that best suits what playstyle we have is key. For example, Double Dagger does a mix of strike damage and burning damage, so going with a Wizard amulet wouldn't be a bad choice. Or perhaps even a Sage amulet for a little bit more healing power. Once decided, now we can choose the runes. Runes have a number of implications and extra abilities, so read through each one and choose the one that you believe would be best for you. Since we are doing hybrid damage Elementalist, we can pick the rune of the Elementalist, as this improves both of our abilities, our condition damage as well as our strike damage. Lastly, we have to choose sigils. For this example, the Elementalist cannot weapon swap in combat as we swap attunements, so we only need to choose 2 sigils. Cleansing is always a good choice as it removes conditions as you swap, and energy is always a great pick as this allows us to dodge more often. But as you go through your play, you'll find the right sigils and runes for your certain playstyle. Okay, now we're all set with our build, let's test it out. Open your mat and go to the combat training point right here. You will have a number of test dummies that you can practice your build on, going through your rotation, dodge rolling, acting as if it is a PvP match. If you're feeling a little bit more frisky, head a bit further south and fight against some AI classes such as the Mesmer or a fellow Elementalist. I suggest practicing during your queues and seeing what changes you can make. Once you have the confidence and you are ready to engage, open the PvP panel and select Play to enter an unranked PvP queue. You cannot queue for ranked matches yet, as you must be level rank 20 to begin. So once you are on the Conquest map, there are typically 3 points that you need to capture to generate points. The first team to 500 wins. Go and stand on these points to capture them. Fairly simple. But watch out for enemy players. The enemy players, of course, are going to try to put you into downstate, which is where the Elementalist belongs, and try to wrest control. As long as you are standing on the node, the enemy team can stand on it as well, but it will not progress for them. Now, each map also has special events that occurs all throughout them with a number of different benefits. Battle of Kylo has trebuchets that destroy enemies from afar. Forest of Niflhel has spawned veteran mobs that can be killed for extra points. Legacy of Foefire has a champion boss at the enemy's base that offers a lot of points if you can kill them. Capricorn has a periodic 4th node that generates extra points, scaling, so the more that you capture, the more points that you're going to get. Temple of the Silent Storm has clickable captures that can instantly flip all nodes into your team's favor. Skyhammer has a node capture that allows you to decap any enemy point, while also severely damaging any enemies that are caught within it. Eternal Coliseum has 2 separate relics that appear, one that increases your damage and instantly finishes foes that are dead, and another relic that will revive you if you go into downstate. And Djin's Domain has a 4th capture node, but I'll be honest with you, it's not really worth it. There you go, you were ready to start. But Caffeinated, why is this all worth it? Well, you can earn some sweet rewards, that's why. Not only can you earn a number of random chests and gold, you can also generate materials that will allow you to purchase ascended gear. And even further, you can use that ascended gear to create legendary armor. The most important thing to know about legendary armor in this game is that once you unlock it for that armor class in that slot, it is permanent. Every character will have access to that uses that armor type. And all the stats can be changed at free will. You will never need another piece of armor in that slot. I would like to note that you do have to queue for ranked PvP matches to start earning the materials for the Ascended and Legendary armor sets. On top of that, there's a number of titles and achievements by doing PvP, like the Champion Magus for winning 150 ranked matches as an Elementalist. There's one for each class. You can also unlock the legendary backpack called Ascension, which can have its stats changed at free will and offer some really unique animations. But that one will take some time. So yeah, lots of cool things that you can do, and it's lots of great fun to be had. If you have tried PvP and you haven't seen any success, click this video here and see why you may suck at PvP and how to fix it. Stay caffeinated, folks.